Hi everybody, welcome to Jin's Wall Street News. According to the US Department of Labor, the number of Americans claiming unemployment benefits rose from 228,000 to 232,000 in the week ending August 17th. According to the S&P Global, Flash US Composite PMI fell from 54.3 in July to 54.1 in August. But a reading above 50 indicates an overall expansion compared to the previous month. According to the National Association of Realtors, U.S. existing home sales grew 1.3% to a seasonally adjusted annual rate of 3.95 million in July. The median existing home sales price in July was $422,600, down from $426,900 in June. 10-year Treasury yield rises to 3.84%, ahead of a speech by Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell at the Jackson Hole Conference. U.S. stocks fell Thursday. S&P 500 lost 0.89%. The tech-heavy Nasdaq tumbled 1.67%. According to the U.S. Department of Labor, the number of Americans claiming unemployment benefits rose from 228,000 to 232,000 in the week ending August 17th, slightly more than expectations of 230,000. The number of Americans receiving benefits after an initial week of aid also increased from 1,859,000 to 1,863,000 in the week ending August 10th. U.S. initial jobless claims peaked at 250,000 in the week ending July 27th. Fortunately, the number went down to 228,000 in the week ending August 10th, but it rebounded slightly last week. So far it looks okay, but we have to watch the number carefully, whether the number of the claims jumps or not. When it comes to the continuing jobless claims, the number seems to have been on an uptrend since April 20th, so the number makes me uncomfortable. According to the S&P Global, Flash US Composite PMI fell from 54.3 in July to 54.1 in August, but a reading above 50 indicates an overall expansion compared to the previous month. The S&P Global said, quote, U.S. business activity growth remained robust in August, signaling a sustained economic expansion over the third quarter so far. Growth disparities widen further, however, with service sector expanding at a solid and increased rate, while manufacturing output declined at the fastest rate for 14 months. S&P Global Flash US Services PMI rose from 55 in July to 55.2 in August. The S&P Global said, quote, inflows of new work rose at a slightly increased rate in August, driven by stronger demand for services. Inflows of new business in the service sector showed the second largest rise recorded over the past 14 months. According to the S&P Global, Flash US Manufacturing PMI decreased from 49.6 in July to 48 in August. A reading below 50 means an overall contraction compared to the previous month. S&P Global said, quote, increased rates of decline for new orders and inventories were accompanied by the first fall in factory production for 7 months. Employment growth, meanwhile, slowed to near stagnation. According to the National Association of Realtors, existing home sales rose 1.3% in July from the previous month to a seasonally adjusted annual rate of 3.95 million, fell 2.5% from a year ago. The National Association of Realtors chief economist Lawrence Yun said, quote, despite the modest gain, home sales are sluggish, end quote. The median existing home sales price in July was $422,600, down from $426,900 in June, but rose 4.2% compared to the previous year. 10-year Treasury yield had decreased as U.S. housing starts hit the lowest level since June 2020. Then the yield fell further as the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics said that the U.S. economy added 818,000 less jobs than initially reported in the 12-month period from April 2023 to March 2024. The yield rebounded after the minutes of the Federal Open Market Committee meeting was released at 2 p.m. Wednesday. The strong but at the same time mixed S&P Global US PMI helped the yield rise further. Now investors are waiting for a speech by Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell at the Jackson Hole Conference. For the U.S. stocks, S&P 500 fell 0.89%. The Dow Jones Industrial Average lost 0.43%. The tech-heavy Nasdaq dropped 1.67%. Actually, I don't like the S&P 500 chart because it looks like the double top. Okay, this is the end of today's news. Thank you for watching. Have a great weekend.